Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this vlog, then let me give a quick introduction about myself. My name is Mrinal and I'm doing my Masters in Molecular and Cellular Biology at LMU Munich, which stands for Ludwig Maximilian Universität, and I'm doing my master thesis in Technical University of Munich, which is also called as the TUM. And today I'm super excited to share with you the packing list which I made when I first came from India to Germany. This was like the most requested video and I wanted to share with you all guys. So if you are a fellow traveler or if you are coming to Germany for studying, or you just want to explore Germany, and or are just curious what essential you need to bring from India to Germany, then this video is really going to be great for you. So without wasting any time, let's dive into it. So I came to Germany around 2021, and at that time I was super excited, to start my journey as a student, meeting different people, learning about their culture, their language, how the festivals are celebrated, and leaving home and going somewhere new where you don't even know a person, right? It's really difficult. So that I was, in that zone, and after getting the acceptance at LMU, I had to get two processes done. One was the visa and one was the accommodation. After getting that sorted, the next thing was the packing list. Now for the packing list, the thing is you only get allowances for 23 kg, 2 bags, right? So in total it was like 46 kgs, the big bags. Then you have a cabin bag, the small bag which you keep it in the compartment in the plane. Then the small cabin bag and the normal bag in which you keep your all the electronics and stuff. So I was like, in all of this, how can I put and make it so efficient that all of my things will come under 46 kg. So that was my first thing. So I went to a lot of websites and stuff. So without wasting, I made this amazing essential for you and what you need and what you don't need as an Indian when you come to Germany for the first time, because there are so many things that people bring from India, but there is no need. Like, you already get these things in Germany. So that's the thing I want you all to know. So let's start with the first part of the packing list, which is the clothing. Now, if you're coming to any university, let's say if you're in the winter intake, okay? So in the winter intake, it's going to be in the beginning of October, right? Or let's say November. And during that time, it's not going to be that cold, right? The winter has just begun. So the temperature is going to range between 20 to 15 degrees. The coldest month in Germany are from 15th December to 31st Jan. So that like 1.5 months is really cold, which means the temperature is going to drop. So this thing you have to note that warm clothing is really important. And second thing that you have to make sure is you have to bring waterproof things, waterproof jackets, shoes. So waterproof things are really important because suddenly it may rain. You cannot predict the weather, and if it rains, then you must have the waterproof clothing. So that is really important. And for warm clothing, I meant thermals. The thermals are really important. So you can go to any shop in India and you can say that you want thermals. Okay, so the thermals are literally the tight skin, full shirt, which you can wear under hoodies and shirts and stuff. So that's really important. The thermals are important. Then the hoodie. So there is this concept called as layering, which means you literally layer to keep you warm, right? So you have the thermals, then you have the shirts, you have hoodies, you have coats, you have the muffler, right? Muffler, gloves, and then the cap. So this all things are really important for you to be warm in this cold weather. So you have to make sure you bring warm clothes, waterproof clothes. If you are giving some interviews, then you can bring some formal attire as well. And then obviously your normal everyday clothes. And if you talk about the summer season in Germany, it can get really hot. So it's around, let's say, 30 degrees. So in India, it's a moist weather, right? So even if it's that hot, let's say 35 degree, 30 degree, you start sweating, right? But this is not the same in Germany. So in Germany, if it's summer, you don't sweat a lot because there is no moisture in the air. So you can literally get burns, right? So it's very important for you to bring proper summer clothes as well. Now let's start with the second item on the list, which is the utensils. Now what you have to bring. So one thing I always recommend to people who are like asking, what the packing list should be. I usually say you can go for all the microwavable things to keep. Let's say this is a measuring spoon, right? And this is microwavable. So it would be really good if you have microwavable stuff. For example, the spoon, or let's say the glasses, these are all microwavable. So you can put, just water or, milk, and just, if you want to drink warm water, it would be nice. Then again, if all the utensils, it is good if you have a microwavable things. Then obviously you need chopping board and knife, right? Knife, and then you have the chopping board. This is basically for me to put oil on the chapatis and what all I make, and everything wooden. So if you have noticed that I have this chopping board in wood, right? So it's always better to have things which are made up of wood, because if you bring the plastic one, after some time, let's say the microplastic will be formed once you cut the vegetables, and you can eat that microplastic. And right now everyone is being alarmed of the microplastic use and stuff. So it's better to have the wooden boards. So if you go to any store in India, you can get all the utensils. Just tell them that you are going abroad, and they'll always have this separate section where they have already kept all the microwavable things, and these are especially for the students who are going abroad. So they have already ready-made set. So it's really helpful, right? So apart from all the utensils I've shown right now, this one is really amazing. This thing it's really important. Why? Because see, this is really small cooker, right? You can see the shape. So it is just 1.5 liter. And this cooker is really important. Why? Because you don't get, I wouldn't say don't, but it's very difficult for you to find a cooker in Germany. And even if you find, it's really expensive. So it's really important that if you're willing to eat rice or something at least once a week or twice a week, depending upon your diet, this thing is really helpful. Please bring cooker from India just for one person, right? So it's like 1.5 liters. So it would be really helpful. These two things are really important. First thing is all the utensils which are microwavable, wooden chopping board and stuff. And again this thing, the cooker. That things you have to keep in mind. So the third thing on the utensil list is the frying pan. Now it depends upon you that if you want to bring the frying pan or not. Let's say if you bring a small frying pan, for you to make chapatis and everything, it would be nice if you buy the frying pan here, because here you get literally good quality. And also in India, we have this gas system, right? So you have the lighter, you just switch on the gas and literally you have fire below. So in Germany, we do not have the fire system. So we usually have the induction, which means once you switch on the induction, due to the electricity, the metal plate basically heats up, right? So there is no gas involved. So whenever you're buying utensil, let's say cooker or frying pan or any other stuff, it's really important to make sure that you're buying the induction thing, okay? So you can see, right? These are the induction thing. This is very different from the one we use in India. So make sure that you're buying all the utensils which are induction friendly. So let's move to the next item on the packing list, documents. Now what does it mean? The thing is, it's very important for you to have hard copies when you're traveling. Now this means taking all the documents which have already submitted to the visa office and all the documents which have submitted to the university, including the university acceptance letter. So all the documents, don't take the original ones, take the colored Xerox, okay, and have hard copies of it. It's really important for you. Moving on to the next thing on your packing list, your personal items. Now this includes your personal hygiene products, sunscreen, moisturizers, lip balms, everything, all your personal hygiene products. Then the travel size toiletries which you need to use when you're traveling from Germany to Munich. Let's say if you have a connecting flight, right? So you don't know how much time or what if the flight gets delayed. So it's better to have a very small size bag in which you have all the travel size toiletries. Then the next thing is this. Very important, can't stress this enough. This is the universal adapter, okay? So I bought this from India, and this have all the settings from Europe, then USA. It's very easy to use, and it's very important because again you don't have the same type of plug, right? In Europe it's different, in India it's different. So this thing is very important, universal adapter, can't stress this enough. And also these are the paper clips. This is also really important. So if you open a packet, then it's better to have these clips with you. Okay, so you just have to open a clip and then it would help you to close the packet properly and seal it. Also, one more thing is your medication. So if you are on medications and stuff, and if you're bringing medicine from India to Germany, it's really important to have the prescription with you. So keep the prescription at all times. So all your medicines keep it inside your bag and take the prescription with you. Like for example, if you have like a side handbag or a bag which you're carrying, then it's very important for you to take all the prescriptions and everything with you. Ready? That was a hard copy. So let's talk about the next thing, which is managing your money. Now you have already opened a blocked account in India, okay, and everything is done. Now the next thing is, how do you bring cash, okay, and what form and how much do you need? So one thing you need to keep in mind is, for managing money or bringing your money, it's better to have a forex card. So it's an easy, safe and cashless way for carrying your foreign currency. Now let's say you put certain amount in the forex card, it would be very helpful for you during your initial days in Germany. So let's say, for example, 1 to 2 weeks, this card will help you for your groceries. So if you want to buy some groceries in the supermarkets, then you can just swap this card, right? It would be really helpful. So how much do you bring? So one thing you need to make sure is, like, if you have an accommodation, then you have to ask the landlord and how much deposit is there. You have to give the deposit as well as rent for at least 1-2 months, right? So that money should be there in the forex card, and also all your groceries thing. If at least I would say go for 2-3 weeks period. For example, I put 2,000 euros in my forex card and this covered everything. So it depends upon you and your lifestyle how much you want to put in the forex card. So the next thing on the packing list is food items, right? So what you need to bring from Germany to India to survive. So the first thing I would suggest is to bring a little bit of masalas. So do not forget that there is a whole big community of Indians in Germany, and which means there are going to be a lot of Indian stores also. So you don't need to bring a lot of masalas. Even a small amount of masalas are all good, in turmeric powder, garam masala and stuff. And once you come to Germany, you can visit any Indian store which is near to your city, and that's it. Go and buy all the masalas, everything is already there. So one thing I want to show you is this. So this is a dried form of food. So what I do is I just put water in it, heat it, and then eat. So it's very easy and in a very convenient way. So if you want, you can bring ready mix food from India for at least for a week, 1 week or 1.5 weeks. Okay, so you need to understand two things. So first thing is the Indian store and the German supermarkets. In the Indian store, you are going to get everything: the masalas, again the sabji, all the dals, all the sweets that you get in India, like gulab jamun and stuff. Everything you are going to get there, everything. And second thing is about the grocery, the supermarkets in Germany, where you are going to get the usual stuff: tomatoes, onions, cucumber, fruits, muesli, milk and everything. So that all part you are going to buy in the German supermarket. So for you to survive for 1.5 weeks where you don't know anything, where you're just exploring a new place, it's always better to bring this, okay, ready to mix for at least 1.5 weeks. And your first thing when you land to Germany is to explore the town, explore the city as much as you can. See how the public transport works, see how the people are, see how the supermarkets look like, what all things you get, how the weather is, everything. So starting, let's say 1 week will be overwhelming for you, but once that period is past, you will start enjoying it. Let's move to the next item on the packing list, and this one is really important. Why? Because once you get accommodation, let's say a student dorm, or you get some private accommodation, one thing you need to keep in mind is they are only going to give you the bed. So no bed sheets, no pillow and no comforters. Okay. So the thing, once you come to Germany, make sure to buy bed sheets, or else it's better to get it from India, at least the bed sheet and pillow covers. And once you come here, get the comforter and the pillow, buy it from here. Please do not equip all of your space in your suitcase just by filling pillows and everything. It's better to buy pillows and comforter from here. There is a place called as Galleria. Okay, Galleria has really good amount of pillows and comforters. Also, there is one more place I would suggest you all. It's called as Woolworth. Woolworth has very inexpensive pillow and comforters around 10 euros or below 10 euros. So these two places, Galleria and Woolworth, are going to be a lifesaver for you. So this is very important. All your bed sheets and pillowcases, towels, bring it from India and take the pillows and the comforters here. Now, as I showed you before, the universal adapter which I showed you, I want to show you one more thing. It's literally a big converter. Here you can basically attach different devices at the same time. So I have this one long adapter with me. This is what I mean. This is literally a long adapter, and then you can use your Indian devices here, right? And then you can use your universal adapter to connect this one to the source. That would be very easier. So you can use 3 to 4 devices at the same time. So this one would be really helpful for you. Now the next thing on the packing list, stationeries, all your stationery. your pen, pencils, or everything that you need, your books, all the accessories, everything in small amounts you can bring it from India. But again, you will get everything in the German supermarkets. Which supermarket? Literally all the supermarkets. Lidl, Edeka, Aldi, Netto, Penny, everything. Everywhere you will get the accessories. So it depends upon you how much you want to bring. 1-2 books is fine. Brings like small amount of pen, pencils and whatever accessories you need. So next thing, I cannot stress this thing enough. Please learn and have a open mind and willingness to embrace new cultures and new people. So you're not going to stay in India. Everything is going to be different once you come to Germany. Have an open mind and always be open for change, because once you start your student life, you would understand that every day is new and everything is changing continuously. There wouldn't be one thing which is going to be stagnant. One thing, the groceries will get over. One thing is you are going to rush for the visa extension. One thing, you're managing the studies. Next thing, if your health is not good, you have to go to doctors. Everything you have to manage. And this can only be done if you're very open-minded and if you're literally willing to help others as well who are going through the same journey. Next point I want to focus is, please learn at least a few phrases in German, because once you come to Germany, everything is going to be in German. They do not use English, right? English is not their language. Now, if they are going to use German, at least learn few phrases. If you have not completed A1, if you haven't even started yet, please do learn some phrases. It would be helpful for you to understand at least what is written. Or else, it would be very new and you wouldn't understand, what is happening. It's way better if you have already completed A1 and A2 level. Really good. But if you haven't, learn a few phrases. It would be helpful for you. Research and understand the cultural norms and etiquette in German, which will basically help you to adapt more to the culture. So if you have seen my previous vlogs in YouTube, I have in one vlog I have talked about the public transport, what rules are they following. So I'll continue to make these vlogs for you to just get acclimatized, like how the, let's say, Munich is looking, or how the people are, or how the culture is, how the climate and how does it look like. So obviously I'll make videos on that as well. But this is very important for you to understand that you are going to leave your country and be somewhere way different, right? I know you are in the beginning of your career, really excited, starting from zero, student life and enjoying and everything. It's nice. Even if you're going to be alone, your family is going to be with you every day. You can have video calls, FaceTimes and everything. Next thing I want to point out is, friends here are your family. I cannot stress this enough. Please make good friends, like literal good friends. And friends here are going to be family, and they are going to be in the same boat as you, right? If you think like, I don't understand this thing, or what is happening, I don't understand this part, they always will help you, or guide you if they have already gone through that stuff. So always have good friends and also good company. It's really important. It doesn't mean like, you just go and be friend with anyone. Have really good company. And obviously I hope that you will have an amazing stay in Germany, and I really wish all the very best to your future career. And I know that you all are going to be amazingly going to do well, and just have confidence and faith in yourself that one day you're going to get here and everything is going to change. And this change is going to be for good. Moving on to the next item on the packing list are shoes. So you can bring normal shoes, let's say boots, chappals and everything. But once you come to Germany, it's better to get the hiking boots or the snow boots, because what happens is, you have seen in my previous vlogs, once it snows, the road becomes very slippery, right? So as soon as the ice start to melt, the ice forms a very thin film and it becomes really slippery. Imagine like you're wearing sport shoes, and if you go for ice skating, you can imagine how slippery that's going to be, right? The same thing is going to be outside, especially when it's snowing. It's very important for you to have winter boots, right? Winter boots or hiking boots which has a really good grip. At least there will be some grip in your walking. Also, there is one more thing. The people or the government here, they put these small pebbles on the road so that you basically don't fall off. You still have a good grip. But again, winter boots are really important, and the winter boots, it's better once you come to Germany, then you buy it. I hope you loved the vlog. I covered almost everything which I can. All the food thing, money, accessories, documents, clothes, everything. So if you love this vlog, then please hit that share, like, subscribe, all the buttons. Also, beside the subscribe button, you will find a bell icon, and if you press this bell icon, you'll get all the notifications whenever a new vlog or a new post is uploaded. So please, if you like this vlog, then do share it with all of your friends and family and let them get to know about this amazing Germany. As a LMU student and TUM student, I hope you will all stay tuned for another new vlog which is coming out, and this vlog is going to be all about LMU. So one thing I want you all to do is, if you have any questions related to LMU, any frequently asked questions, any FAQs, like how the student life is, what is the cost of living in general for LMU as a student in LMU, or how the application process for LMU looks like, how is the interview, or any LMU based question, make sure to drop that in the comments. I'm going to make next video on that, it's going to be all about LMU, and that vlog is not going to be based on me but based on your questions. So whatever you're going to type in the comment section of all the videos that I've uploaded, I'm going to take summary of all that questions, and then I'm going to answer each and every question in the next vlog. So if you want your questions to be answered as a LMU student from me or as a TUM student from me, then drop all your questions in the comment box, and I'll make sure that I'll include all the questions and answer all of your questions in the next vlog, which will be coming up, I think, around Tuesday or Wednesday. So that's it for today. I hope you love the vlog. See you in the next vlog. Bye bye.